story today about vacations. So, growing up in the trailer court, we didn't get to go on a lot of vacations. We would go, if we were lucky, we would go camping, go to the pool, and when we were really lucky, we'd go to Lagoon, which is a theme park in our state, and it has roller coasters and food and typical games and fun rides. And we would call it Lagoon. It's what fun is. So, if we were super lucky, we would get to go, and it was quite a far drive for us, and so we would have to like pack our own lunches, and we'd put it in a cooler, and we would all we would ride in the back of a truck with a shell on the top, and we would just climb in early in the morning and just go straight to sleep, and we would sleep laying down in the back of a truck on the freeway with the shell on top, and we would drive all the way there. And when we would wake up from our luxurious nap, we would be ready to go and bring in all of our food and ride every single ride. No matter if you're scared or not, you have to go. You have to try it once, and I don't care if it gets your back in misalignment. That's how you know you're having fun. If it scares you, makes you want to pee your pants a little bit, that means you're gonna go twice. I didn't mean it like that. Oh my God. It's fine. So we were lucky if we could get like the bounce back pass where you'd get your ticket stamped and you could come back again on a different day for free. And so we would be like all about that life. Also on the way there, we would stop and get like, we would try and find the cans, the Coca-Cola cans that had the $5 off of the ticket to get in so that it was like cheaper. It was expensive and it's even worse now. It's unbelievable. But, and then you could just go all day and then get your bounce back and then go for free, or they started making it so you have to pay half price to go again, but you know, whatever. So we'd go to Lagoon. Well, they started doing a thing at Lagoon called Frighmares that was spooky time at Halloween, that they would have the park open more in the evening, and you could go and they'd have extra haunted houses and characters walking around scary, and just Frightmares. It'd be just more spooky time, and it was really fun. I did not love the haunted houses, people trying to touch me when I'm not giving them my permission. I never was a fan of that. Even as a kid, I'd be like, I think I got kicked out actually at one of those at Lagoon because the one guy would not get out of my face, and I had a backpack that had probably our food in it, and I swung at him and I had to leave. But again, no regrets. It's fine. Now, this is where the story takes place. We were going to Frightmares, and it opened in the afternoon to evening. And so we got in our Dodge Dynasty and drove all the way up. It was a couple of hours driving to get there, and we're so excited because, again, this was a real treat for us, a real big treat. And we loved Halloween, and so we were just so excited. Well, we were first in line to get into the parking lot, and so my sister and I got out of the car, and we were just messing around, being real turds, and not crazy, just, you know, acting up a little bit. And somehow, I don't remember exactly how, but Wilhelmina fell and hit her head on the gate. There was like some little decorative like fence that had like a little pokey thing on the top, and somehow she has a gift. She has a gift, and she fell and hit the back of her head, and it hurt. Like there was blood. I'm not sure that it was bleeding, but there was blood. But also, you know, when you're like, shh, we don't want to get in trouble, and we don't want to have to go home. We want to go on the rides. It's like, stop crying. And she also didn't want to get in trouble or go home, and it's wild to think that we would have gotten in trouble, but we would have gotten in trouble. We know that. Anyway, no first aid kit, no preparedness whatsoever. It's not how our family rolled. We were not prepared for things in general. That doesn't mean that we couldn't solve problems. So, of course, she started having a little bit of a headache, red flags everywhere, and she had a little bit of a headache, some blood, not sure that it wasn't gushing blood, but it was in the midst of blood. And then our dear mother was like, fix it! Not a quote, just the spirit of how I felt was, you better fix this right now because you're not going to ruin our time. And I opened the trunk to our Dodge Dynasty, and there's nothing really good in there. There's no Band-Aids, there's no gauze, there's not even an old shirt. There was a headband that wrapped all the way around your head and an old crusty sock. So we put that on the bleeding part and tied it around really tight and went all about our evening of fun and getting whipped around on all of these rides without a care in the world, sadly. And goes down as one of our stories of why ruin a good time with a head concussion or a bleeding bleeder of any sort. It added, in a way, to the ambiance with the blood and concussion. Anyway, there is our story of the day.